Hello everyone and welcome to my video today. So I'm sitting in the car. To be honest, this is a bit of an impromptu video. I wanted to do this video anyway, I had it planned, but I'm sitting in the car and I just pulled up to walk Lana. Can you see her? Where are you, Lana? She's waiting here too. She's in the back, but it started lashing rain, so I'm just kind of waiting for it to stop. So I said, sure, why not film this video now, because I will be putting in pictures of the insulin, so that's all fine. So today I'm going to be rating, I've seen this on TikTok as a trend, I'm going to be rating different types of insulin that I've used and what I find the best. I'm going to be talking about insulin that I used when I was on MDI, because I've used so many different types on MDI. So for context, right now I am on a pump, and the only insulin that I use in the pump is NovaRapid, so I can't really compare anything on that. But I'm going to be talking about MDI insulins that I've used throughout the year. I think you'll find it interesting, and I want to know what other insulins people are on, because there's definitely ones that I haven't tried, so let me know how they are in the comments. Hope you liked the video. If you do, please give it a big thumbs up, comment down below and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let's get talking all things insulin. First up is my OG. So my OG is NovaRapid. So I was diagnosed in 2008 and I started off on NovaRapid. I feel like I'd given this one, and that's what I'm on now. I have NovaRapid but for a pump. I feel like I'm going to give NovaRapid like a 7 out of 10. It's like my OG. It's like what I started off with, and it is good in fairness. So it's a fast acting insulin, and this is why I'm going to take points off. It's not fast. Like for me, when I take NovaRapid, it takes about an hour to get going. I don't know how other people find this, but for me it takes literally an hour to get going. So that's why I have to take a few points off, because there's no fast in NovaRapid, fast acting insulin, to be honest. But I never had any problems with it in terms of like how it worked for the carbs or anything. Like I always have good insulin to carb ratios and it worked out fine. It never stung or anything like that, so I do give it points for that. And to be honest, I used this for about, oh my god, maybe like, I'm diabetic, what, 16-17 years, so I probably used NovaRapid for about 13 years, like straight, before I changed to one of the next insulins I'll talk about. So like I never had any issues like that. I didn't have any issues with hypos really, besides like the normal hypos. Like I know some insulins that people talk about possibly on to send people into hypo, but I never had any things like that. So NovaRapid I feel like is a really good solid insulin. Only problem with it is it's not fast acting like it says it is. It takes a bit of time to kick in. Next insulin on my list, my other OG, so Lantus. So when I got diagnosed, I was given Lantus as my background and NovaRapid as my fast acting, and I never had a problem with Lantus. The reason why I actually changed off Lantus after years of it was because the clinic I was in said it was being discontinued, and to be honest that never happened, so I don't know why I got taken off it. Lantus was very good, I thought, in terms of having a background insulin. So I don't think it's as good long life as one of the other insulins I'll talk about. So it's supposed to be, I think, what, 24-hour half-life, and sometimes I feel like it maybe could run out. I think you definitely need to be taking Lantus at like the same time every night for it to be really working. So I used to take it at like 10 p.m. and then it would be fine and it would work again. So I think that is how to make Lantus work really well. Never had any issues with hypos. I have heard of people dropping with Lantus. Let me know in the comments if anyone has had that. But I've had it fine, but I did think that you needed to take it at the same time, and I used to just take a full dose. I never split it. I used to probably take around 16 units of Lantus per night, so I think that was a good amount for me when I was in that background. The reason why I stopped using it was because they said in the clinic that it wasn't going to be in Ireland anymore. It 100% is, because I literally have it as my backup now, so I don't know why the hell that happened. That was in like 2016, and that's why I changed at that time. And we're going to talk about the nightmare that I changed to now. So yeah, Lantus, I'm gonna give it like a solid 9 out of 10. I think the only problem with it is that you had to take it at the exact same time every night for me to be really work, because it did kind of start running out towards the ends. Now, when I said that they put me on a different insulin because something happened with the supply, I don't know, they put me on Levemir, and I am giving Levemir a 0 out of 10. I'm sorry for anyone on Levemir. That is the worst insulin I've ever been on. So Levemir, I think it might have the same or longer, half-life as Lantus, but oh my god, it nearly killed me. So Levemir, for me, for some reason, they told me to do a split dose. So say if it was 20 units, I'd be taking 10 in the night, 10 in the morning. I think that's how Levemir works best. But Jesus, I'm not, like, anyone who's on it, I can't understand how you're on it. And if I haven't said, Levemir is another background insulin for anyone who's like new to this. Levemir killed me nearly. So I used to wake up with blood sugars of like 25 and some ketones, because whatever was in that Levemir pen did not agree with me, and I've never had an insulin like this, did not agree with me, and I used to wake up with blood sugars like through the roof, like 25 plus, and that's really dangerous. And even when we split the dose, nothing happened. So I was not on that for a long time. I'd say I was only on that for a few weeks because it was killing me, to be honest. So 0 out of 10 for Levemir. Please let me know your experiences down below. I have heard a few people say the same, but I've also seen people saying it's perfect, so let me know. And we'll finish up with the background insulins with my OG Tresiba. I love Tresiba. Tresiba, what did I give Lantus? I don't know what I gave Lantus, but I'm going to give it like 9.5 out of 10 because I think I gave Lantus 9. Tresiba, so good. So it has a 48-hour half-life. What's interesting about Tresiba is that I think it was actually originally designed for type 2 diabetics. And so I got Tresiba in 2016, and that happened, all these things happened together. So Lantus was being discontinued, and then I got Levemir, and that nearly killed me. So then they put me on Tresiba, and they were like, this is the last this is the last one we have that you can try, so let's hope it works. And it worked so good. So it has a longer half-life than Lantus or Levemir, so that means, I think it's 48 hours, so it just means you get way more full coverage throughout the night and like into the next morning and throughout the day. So, and you didn't have to worry then about taking the Tresiba at the certain time like Lantus, because it had that bit longer half-life. It could keep you throughout the day in range. So I'd say I was on Tresiba like 5 or 6 years, like, to be honest, and I never had any issues with it. The only thing a bit dangerous about Tresiba is, I guess, if you double dose, like, you know, sometimes you take your insulin and then you might take it again, because Tresiba has such a long half-life. And that's why for the pump, my backup isn't Tresiba, it's Lantus. So my backup is Lantus because it only has a 24-hour time that it works, whereas Tresiba is like 48 hours. So if your pump breaks, you go onto your backup, and if you're on Tresiba, you could have too much in your system by the time you get your pump back working again. So that's why they say to use Lantus. So I've got to take a little tiny point off Tresiba for that. But otherwise, not amazing insulin. That would be the one that I recommend as the background to anybody, Tresiba. And my final one to talk about today is Fiasp. And Fiasp, I miss it so much. So Fiasp is a fast-acting insulin like NovaRapid, but Fiasp is fast. Like, that F is for fast. So Fiasp is like ultra rapid acting or something. It starts to work like NovaRapid take about an hour to kick in. Fiasp will be getting going in like 15 minutes. I'd say around that. It is very quick. I wish I could get it in my pump. It's not licensed in Medtronic pumps in Ireland. If it was, I would definitely get it, because it was so good. You still pre-bolus, like, but you just don't have to wait around. You don't get that spike like you do with NovaRapid. Now, side note on that is that if you pre-bolus for too long, then you can start to hypo, because, you know, Fiasp is going to kick in straight away. But I think it's really good for people, if you're having from NovaRapid like that spike after food and you're still pre-bolusing, definitely have a think about going to Fiasp, because it's just so fast acting that it works better. And I don't know if people know this, but Fiasp is actually just NovaRapid with some extra things added in. Can't remember exactly right now, but I'll put it in the bottom of this if I remember, or in the description. I think Fiasp is NovaRapid plus vitamin A or something and another side chain. So that's what makes it ultra fast acting. So if you're going from NovaRapid to Fiasp, it's not that huge a change, but do beware. I'll give Fiasp a 10 out of 10, but I will say in disclaimer, be careful, because it does work so fast that, like, if you're prone to dropping, don't maybe do the pre-bolus as long. But Fiasp was so good, like, you just don't have to worry. And that's the thing about NovaRapid, like, even NovaRapid and pump, you're like, come on, get going, but it just takes so long. So there are all the insulins that I've used. I know there are a few more out there, so let me know your experiences with them. And the best combo for me, MDI, was background Tresiba and fast-acting insulin Fiasp. That was such a good combo, and that had me really good for a long time. That was my combo right up until the pump. I definitely put Fiasp in the pump if I could get it licensed in Ireland. Hopefully that will happen. But yeah, I just thought I'd share my experiences, a bit of fun, something different video. Let me know your experiences down below. But top tier, we're going to go Fiasp, Tresiba, Lantus, NovaRapid, Levemir is like, Levemir not even on the list. So I hope you enjoyed that video. It stopped raining now, so we're gonna go outside. And thank you so much for watching, and leave a comment down below on your experiences. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video.